Power to the truth. Well, Darrell Steinberg is the new mayor of Sacramento. So congratulations to him, and I hope he does a good job. Sacramento is still a kind of a conservative city, and it's still the capital of California, which is hard to believe because it's so dreary downtown here. A lot of the businesses are closed up, and Sacramento needs revitalization. The best mayor we ever had in Sacramento was Joe Serna, S-E-R-N-A. Google Joe Serna. And he was a great mayor, and he was a friend of mine. And he had a good, humane heart. He had been in Guatemala with the Peace Corps, and he became a political science professor at Sac State, and he became mayor. He was able to create alliances with people. Back in the day, we had a thing called a concilio, which was a collection of Spanish-speaking organizations in the same structure. In Sacramento, Spanish-speaking organizations, and it was good. They had a multi-service family center, and they did a lot of good. My old roommate Domingo wrote the grant for them. Anyway, now Steinberg is the mayor. Hope he does a good job. And Safe Ground has been around for years, and we still don't have a safe ground where the homeless can go and camp out in peace without being bothered and battered by the local Gestapo. So we need to look at that and, get used to the practice of democracy, of getting involved in your local community and being active and trying to contribute to a better community and a better Sacramento. Yesterday, I became the president of the Shasta Hotel Resident Council. So I hope that we can create some change here, because Arco Arena, that was, championed by former Mayor Johnson, has created some serious impact on our local community in terms of the single room occupancy hotels like the Marshall, the Sequoia, Shasta, and so apparently these places here at the Shasta are going to be remodeled or refurbished or rehabilitated, and I hope that there's a good plan in place to do so. Apparently there isn't any now, so we need to find out what the hell's going to happen to the residents who are here now. And I used to work for redevelopment, and I know there's a lot of willing and dealing behind the scenes by developers and contractors, especially when there's a big development project going on. And some of the redevelopment staff ended up getting involved in becoming actual developers themselves. So capitalism always wants to have more. more profits. It's motivated by greed, control, power. So I hope that those of us who are here at the Shasta now are made aware of a good plan of what's going to happen to us in terms of either relocation to a better place, what's going to happen to us while they do the remodeling. And a lot of residents here, if they're more aware about it, they're concerned, rightfully so. We had a pretty good attendance at our meeting yesterday. We're having another one next Wednesday. So the thing is that, see, poor here in Sacramento are just shuffled around wherever the powers that be want. If it was up to them, maybe we'd all be shoveled into the river. Because Sacramento sits with the American River going from west to east, and the Sacramento River going from north to south. So we're by two rivers here. In fact, there's a project called Dos Rios by the bend of the river. Anyway, so I hope that matters improve as time goes by, and that we focus more on having decent, affordable housing. Now, a lot of people, developers, they know that rent's so steep, so high in San Francisco Bay Area that they want to create their own little havens here in Sacramento where the rent's cheaper. So it's development, and in all the development, we've got to make sure we don't just damn the poor people who are in need of housing. Decent housing, decent shelter is a basic humane need. A lot of so-called activists are so lost and so scattered that they forget the basic needs of the people. Food, clothing, shelter, medical care, and quality education. So right now it's a matter of we need to have decent shelter, decent housing, and look at the possibility of creating local central city communes where we can live in a communal fashion and help each other and help to create a better lifestyle that is going to be conducive to our creativity, to our evolving as humane beings, and to our living out our lives in peace and happiness. So, Sacramento politics needs to be revitalized. And it's the same basic situation where the people have to get involved in creating their own lives, where they just can't shirk their responsibility to be engaged in connected reality, to help create the kind of living situation they want to exist in, they want to thrive in, where we want to not only survive, we want to thrive, so we can realize our potential as humane beings. So, congratulations to Steinberg, and I'll post this up. I still got a little Samsung tablet here. I hope I get a video one of these days. And we need to really understand what democracy is in terms of government ran by the majority of the people. We don't have much democracy now in America. Don't kid yourself. We have the potential for it, but we don't have a true democracy. Billionaires control Congress. Corporations control the government. And the government has now gone fascist. If you don't know that by now, you are not really awake. You see where I'm at. So, we need to not give up on democracy, because to me, a democratic republic is the best way that I can imagine how we can govern ourselves as people. And there's a lot to be done. And time is of the essence here, and we need to be here now and have projections for the future. What kind of world do we want to live in? What kind of world are we going to leave our descendants, our children? Will there even be a world? Concept that. So power to the people. Continue to love yourselves and help one another, and be aware of what's going on. Because whether you are involved or not, life goes on within you, and life goes on without you. So get involved. Let us know you're alive. Feel free to share this, and more important, express yourself. You live one lifetime at a time. Don't blow this one. Power to the truth.